Two teams here fresh off Week 1 victories. Who can keep it going as we're underway on EA Sports? And this opening dynamic kickoff not going to be returned. It'll come out to the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll start on the ground. And tough going there as he'll only get it up to about the 31. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play. It's 2nd down. Looking to throw, Lawrence. Got a man, it's Brown. And he'll work free from one tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down.
You all the time.
We look at this Browns defense. They were very good in the win over Dallas a week ago.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and trying to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, do you now decide that I can't throw?
You got to drop that.
Run it like crazy, or do you challenge them? This is going to be fun.
It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains. The Jaguars at 1-0 on the year following the win in Week 1, and they were able to get that road victory in the opener, and now they look to get to 2-0 in front of the home crowd.
And look, any road win in the NFL, that's huge.
Yeah,
when you do it Week 1,
stupid
they get you pointed in the right direction and sends notice to the rest of the league that you mean business.
That's crazy.
Past the 45 and down at the 46. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Come on now, man. Ain't his fault. You sorry-ass coach.
And they'll go again with Etienne.
Let me get back to busting that ass and shit. I don't say nothing.
Play back at the 45-yard line. A loss on that play, and now 3rd down gets tougher. 3rd and 6.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively, because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Had him locked in on the quarterback there.
But the pressure there on 3rd down, forcing the errant pass. 4th down coming up. The Cook now on to punt as he gets this one away. And this ball is going to be down now right at the 10-yard line. Good spot.
I absolutely love the flexibility of these punters. Their leg drive, able to get it way up in the air, and that allows their punt team to get down there and down it inside the 10 because they've had some time.
And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. Well, this defense for the Jaguars, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and try to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, what do you do now when you go into a game? Do you decide you can't throw the ball? Do you try and run it more? Or do you tell your quarterback, make sure you see your guys open before you deliver?
Just a couple on the ground there. That's going to bring up 3rd and about 6. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. From the gun on 3rd down, Sanders. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. That he won't quite make it. He needed 6. He got about 5. 4th down.
How about that strategy there, Brandon? 3rd down. They just said, we've got faith in our tacklers. We'll give you the short stuff, and just decided to protect the sticks. So every time I hear fans telling me tackling's not a part of the game anymore, plays like that, I can clip and save and show them you have to tackle well if you want to be a good defense.
A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Back to throw. Sanders. Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. Looking to throw. Sanders. Into the hands of Cedric Tillman.
Come on, Shador.
Down the sideline he goes. And he's going to be shoved out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. And even 70 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a 1st down in the red zone. On the ground, it's a rookie from Tennessee. Oh, good move.
Yeah,
He's
just
going
my
to get a
backup running
solid
back.
gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. If these kinds of lanes are available, you have to feel like he's going to have a pretty big game on the ground.
Yeah, you can tell early on he's got a little burst in his step, and that's a big pickup right there on 1st down.
Here's Sanders operating from the gun. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. So they'll wind up losing 5 yards on the play, and they're going to have a 3rd down. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
On base percentage, I'm pretty sure it's much better than his.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Well, obviously not. There's not a lot of people that better consider it than
Previous week, you talked about being physical all game long. Sometimes being physical is just being on the spot.
But if you trying to get on base, I'm definitely taking Bobby Hughes.
Hopkins' kick is good, and the Browns are out to a 3-0 lead. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10. Safety Grant Delpit up to make the play. You look at this Browns defense. They were very good in the win over Dallas a week ago.
And all defensive teams that I know talk about creating turnovers. Takeaways, they call them. And anytime you can get 2 or more in a game, you've had a really, really good performance. They exceeded that number in a big way.
3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. The threat of a 2nd straight punt to start the game is looming as they come up 3rd and 10. Now Lawrence to throw. Looking long for Thomas. This is caught inside the 15. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. Brian Thomas with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Jaguars have taken the lead.
All year from coaches and personnel directors in the NFL, how difficult it is for a rookie receiver to have an impact on the game. So much to learn, so much offense to absorb. Looks like he's picking it up pretty well.
I would say so. And how about that for your first career NFL touchdown?
I don't know that he envisioned it quite that way, but if he was smart, he probably dreamed about it a little bit.
Now a crease here as he's past the 30. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. The Cleveland offense ready to go. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it, forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. Ball on the 39. Here's 2nd and 3. And they'll keep leaning on the running game back to the ground. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
That play reminded me a lot of a former teammate of mine. We used to call him the trash man. His ability to sift through traffic and make plays was uncanny.
And that's exactly what you want from your Mike linebacker. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get the 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
On 4th down, they'll try and run for it. And some good acceleration there as he's across midfield to the 48-yard line. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And some room to run now. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. 57 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries. They've done a pretty good job containing him up until this drive, and until that run, there was no containing him at all.
Yeah, you're right about that. He finally popped free. But we didn't have to be in their practice sessions. We didn't have to be in their meeting rooms. They planned for a run like that to happen, maybe a couple of them. But what did they tell their guys all week? You know what they said. Move on to the next play. That one just happened. Let it go.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
On that snap, he's a hero of his defense after the play he just made. A one-possession game, and his hit kept it exactly that.
The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3. Back to throw. Sanders. He's got a man. It's his tight end. That's complete. Yeah, the Browns are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
And in a lot of ways, that catch is expected. Red zone presence, and that one was realized there. You've got to find your tight end in that situation.
Looking to throw. Sanders sliding out of the pocket. And he takes this down to about the 2 before going out of bounds. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing a throw. Now they've got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the 1st down. And don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it. And
he takes this one in for a Brown score.
Listen to this.
Great effort there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Browns have retaken the lead. Extra point good by Hopkins. And the lead is now 10-7. The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. And no chance to see a return on the dynamic kickoff. They'll move this out to the 30-yard line. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. As this offense comes back out here, Charles, they're trailing in this ball game. And they've been on the sideline for a while. They did score their last time out, but they just had to watch that long, sustained drive, so we'll see if they can shake the rust off.
Yeah, and that's always a question that you have when you have to come off the bench after having sat there for a long time. Are you ready to go? Are you loosened up? But even more so, are you mentally alert and ready to put your best product out there?
The hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38.
You're not too bad.
2 minutes remaining in the first half. 10-7. Our score.
That was that one nigga. Okay. That nigga did sound just like Bernie Mac though. No, that was yeah, I forgot that nigga name. It might have been Jay Farrell. It be sounding like I don't know how he be doing that shit. Me and the other faculty members want you to do something sweet for the kids. Oh, I got that goddamn book bag on. Goddamn 4th grader.
3rd and 2.
Lisa 24.
Here's Lawrence to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have a Jags 1st down by about a yard as they're able to convert on 3rd and 2.
That's a big conversion there on 3rd down because they did not want to give the ball up here late in the half. They'd love to take the clock all the way down and score. This will definitely help the cause.
That's caught. It's the former Bill, Gabe Davis. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. So the ball moves from their own 41 to the other 41 here for 1st and 10. Out of the gun, it's Lawrence. Escaping the pressure right. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. The wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down.
Nice progress down the field was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
Lawrence going to throw again. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
From the gun on 3rd down, Lawrence. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Grant Delpit. And the Browns are going to get the football here as he gets this up past the 20-yard line. Certainly not his best throw that time, and not a good time to make it, Charles, when they were a nickel with 5 defensive backs on the field.
And that's exactly why you have those 5 DBs out there. You want extra speed on the field, guys who have ball skills and understand what the passing game can do, and gives them a chance to react and make a play on the football, and they take one of those away.
The Browns drive about to get started. And leading 10-7, they may just want to get this to the locker room. That's to the former Bronco, Jerry Jeudy. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. An excellent pickup of 20 yards. A nice throw right there. And, Charles, this is game number 2 in the NFL for this young rookie. His guys getting the victory last week, and he played pretty well by most accounts. Curious, what did you see?
I saw something similar to what you described, Brandon, because I saw a guy who looked the part. A guy who was in command. Not just with the touchdown passes, but definitely looked to be in control of the offense as well. And you and I both know that's often uncommon for a rookie quarterback.
No, sir.
So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. This from 54 yards away. Hopkins' kick is good,
I know for a
and
fact
that will do it
fucking,
for this first half.
Dylan Gabriel was available.
Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Yeah, I mean, he did the type of thing he like to. But I feel like fucking Dylan Gabriel got a better arm than he do. You know, he don't have an arm at all.
The Browns are going to get the second half kickoff, and they've got this lead as well as we are back and underway. And no return forthcoming. It'll be a touchback, and the third quarter will start from the 30. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in this second half?
Do-rag God,
they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball.
Have you seen it?
I think we'll see more of that. But I keep an eye on the defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing.
Yeah, that's why he goes to the.
See 1 or 2 guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage. That'll be licensed to take some shots downfield.
Oh, okay.
Al Sanders from the gun, he'll throw. Got an open man. That's David Njoku, the tight end.
I'm about to say, nigga, that's why you go to the fucking draft room. Nigga, you want to wear my weight cap, nigga? I'm gonna stay my ass at home.
A big play that time for Cleveland.
Take that off?
49
No.
yards. Working with the lead, trying to get to 2-0. Here's 1st and 10. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. What a difference a play makes. A huge step forward, and now a small step back as he loses a yard or 2. Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. to throw.
Yeah.
Sanders. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. Jerry Jeudy, his second touchdown on the season. And the Browns take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. And this is going to be caught. It's good. And that extends their lead by 2 more.
Big P. Big P.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21.
The Durham Elijah had jurisdiction wherever the Durham Elijah find themselves.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
They got to think about life.
Second half debut here, and things are looking a little bit tougher now. You give up the points there, Charles, that touchdown drive on the other side. So now it's a 2-score game here. Got to be careful.
They certainly do, and I'm just wondering at halftime if those guys just looked into each other's eyes and realize what they've got to get done and come out a little bit more charged up, because if they don't get some kind of points here, that next drive, that could make this a 3-possession game.
Oh, thank you. Fuck you. Finally got tackle for loss.
Second and 12.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's third down.
And a smart play there. He's probably saying, I wish I would have done that on the last drive instead of throwing the interception.
Lawrence will throw. He'll air it out deep for Thomas.
Bomb shit, huh?
And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down.
I like the fact that he took the shot deep downfield. Even if you don't get the catch, maybe you get a defensive penalty and pick up the yardage that way.
Now look at this. 4th and 12, and they're going to line up to go for it. Now on 4th down, we've got a whistle here and a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter.
Oh, shit.
Here's Logan Cook now as he'll punt it away for the second time. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. And it's taken in at the 9. A big boot that time. 57 yards the official distance. And the Browns will take over with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. The Browns drive about to get started. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown. Last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
You know what I'm talking about.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways, because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Right back to him on 1st down. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 96 yards for him on the ground now, as he has been terrific here this afternoon. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move.
Got the RB1 out here.
Now a handoff.
You run back to you, oh, Junkins!
Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Over 30 yards there. And 1st downs on 3 consecutive plays now. Thought they were going to have him down a lot earlier, but he was able to shed that tackle.
Shows the value of the weight room, doesn't it? Shows the value of the attitude when you run the football. Don't go down easily. Break a few tackles. Gain some additional yardage.
Only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We want to talk about
everybody
the first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Oh, never mind. You're
Stop
fucking
this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. Still needing 10 yards. Now it's third down.
Let me know. I can trade you Samson.
Looking to throw. Sanders. This short pass into the hands of Njoku. And they will rally and stop it short of first down.
I don't want
to get him to the ground at the 26. So the completion good for 6 yards. And that'll bring up fourth down. Hopkins' kick is good. And they will open things up a bit more. It's 24-7. And right now, Charles, this is about building that lead little by little, and they're able to do just that.
And it gets them past the key number 16, so this is now a 3-score lead. Not time to exhale just yet, but that might prove to be an important 3 points before things are said and done.
And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation.
Bomb this shit, bro. No. Denzel Ward is fast enough.
In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions. That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
ETN up the middle. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up third down. Not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first. He completes it to Hunter.
Oh!
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Work to do here to avoid falling to 1-1, but this is 1st and 10 right now.
13, Luke.
Lawrence.
Oh, well.
Looking long for Thomas.
Nope, let me get that. Denzel.
Denzel Ward. And the Browns are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line. Another solid game-changing play for this defense with the interception. At this point,
he's locked up.
It's game-changing. I mean, they've got this one in firm control.
And you always hear about, you know, those stories about someone left their game plan behind and maybe you benefit from it. I'm not going to say that that happened, but they certainly have appeared on defense to be a step ahead this entire game. Guys are always in the right spot in order to make a play.
The offense has had its moments, too.
I got a power minute.
33 yards rushing for him now. It has been tremendous all day long. And I think we can get used to seeing more of that in this fourth quarter, especially if they're having success on the ground like they did there.
Yeah, I think back when we met with the head coach in preseason, and all he talked about was building a bully. And I think it was this situation he was envisioning. Trying to ice a game, plenty of time left, but being able to give the ball to his big runner and pound away and try and finish off a game.
Going for the deep ball. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
Partner, you and I have struggled with this for years. You've got the lead. Just take care of the football and burn some of that clock. But there's something to be said for not taking your foot off the gas as well, because you can never have too big of a cushion. That one, though, falls incomplete.
Flushed out right.
Oh,
Big loss here as he's taken down. He could not get rid of it, and a big-time loss there on third. The sack sets up fourth. The Browns send out their punter now. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. Nowhere to go that time. It's a 46-yard punt with a loss on the return. And the Jaguars go on offense, first down and 10. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Even though they were able to force the punt defensively, still a big hole to climb out of, especially at this late stage of the contest. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
Now Lawrence. Down the right sideline and down to the 29-yard line. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. They go play action now. Lawrence. He finds his man complete. It's Hunter. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Now we're 1st and 10 at the 11.
Hey, I'm gun.
Straight ahead, Etienne. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6.
Now that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
Touchdown!
Don't pass me the ball.
Strange. His first touchdown of the new season. And the Jaguars have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th.
I think Anisha said, hey, like I said, oh, but you about to miss. I think it was quiet as hell. He said, I got it.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away.
That shit was funny as hell. That last time they were saying, he said, don't pass me the ball.
And they're going to be set up beautifully. A heck of a return down inside the 40-yard line.
But when the highlight is shown of this play, all attention is going to be on the person running with the football. But how about the group as a whole? Setting up that big-time return, yardage that we won't even account for in the box score, may help them win the game.
And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. 5 yards on the carry there, and it leaves them with 3rd and about 6 yards to go.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And he is going to have a Browns first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
Feel like summer.
Touchdown, Browns. Josh Downs, a 16-yard touchdown. And the Browns are on their way to a 2-0 start. And his kick is good, but flags come in. Looks like we're going to get a roughing call here on the follow-through. Well, trailing here in the 4th quarter, and that personal foul, that only adds to the hole that they're currently standing in.
Yeah, absolutely a bad job of just losing your cool and letting your anger take over. Mistakes like that, not going to help you at this stage of the game.
And we will not have a return. They'll bring this to the 30. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Hey, run!
Now Lawrence. This will be caught by Brown. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Here's Lawrence. And he'll be hit as he releases it.
You get in there, Mason, please.
What we just saw there, that's really been a common theme all afternoon.
A lot of pressure. That forced the errant pass. He's been under duress this entire afternoon. He just had to unload that one. He's fortunate it was just incomplete and not intercepted.
Hey, let's go. Hey, kill.
From the gun, it's Lawrence. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
What?
Defensively, you look at the numbers. Another incomplete pass that we just saw, and they're under 200 yards passing for the game, so they've done their job on that side of the ball.
Yeah, recently I was actually working a game where a quarterback had a streak of 5 straight games without a 200-yard game, and that was a big talk, both in his town and amongst his team. How do we get the passing game going? So big credit to them, holding them under 200 today.
Yeah, this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on third down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. And they're indeed going to go for it here on fourth down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. He's going to let it fly. This is caught inside the 15. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Brian Thomas with his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Jaguars' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. The point after is good, and the lead is trimmed down to 10. So 2 scores down. Time definitely not an ally, but here comes the onside kick. And the Browns are able to cover this one up. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. On this day, the ground has been his, but at least on that individual play, we just saw the defense finally win.
Switch players.
And that's a win for them, but all game long, he's seen the holes, and they've been huge for him. Kind of like a baseball hitter in the zone. The ball seems bigger, and he's just whacking it. These guys, they've got it going today.
Broke through some contact, but unable to reach the 40. The Jaguars now will use the last of their timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. It doesn't matter whether you've watched high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
And he will have a Browns first down. It has been a struggle, but it's looking like that'll be the one to seal a victory.
And that's a nice throw right there. And I'll tell you what I've seen in recent times and actually watched a presentation in the offseason from a college offensive coordinator that showed about 10 different drills that he runs with his quarterbacks to show them how to get out of the pocket, how to get comfortable when they're doing so, and to make plays under that type of duress. That's an example of what we're seeing in the colleges delivered to the NFL.
So Cleveland able to come away with the victory here.